is something going on here that I don't know what.
Hi, I'm Shireen, and today we're going to be trying each other's Kashke Bademjan.
I would describe Kashke Bademjan as a aubergine starter with walnuts.
To someone who's never tried Kashke Bademjan before, think of aubergine with fireworks. That's how I would say it. Gotta have the flavor of garlic coming through. I love garlic.
I'm a garlic girl.
The crispy fried onion.
The kashke is also important.
Kashke is like a whey, but it's not whey. It tastes and smells like cheese, fermented cheese.
I like it not to be too strong.
More kashke, the better. There needs to be so much of it that when you take each bite, you get a bit of kashke in there. That's a must for me.
Whenever we have guests, it's a die for dip with the rest of the food.
And it's served either warm or cold, and usually with bread and some greens. It really is a crowd pleaser. Everybody loves it.
I've made it for the first time, but I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. This is a good process, and I would look forward to seeing what the other moms think about it.
Bring it on. My Kashke Bademjan, it's lovelier than everybody else's because it has a lot of fried onion in it. I like to put a little bit of texture on my Kashke Bademjan by adding walnuts. Not a lot of people do that. And also adding of saffron to my kashke makes it different.
It smells great. It looks great. Presentation is key, and she has presented.
You can see that it's not overly oily. It's got the fried crispy garlic, and I like it crispy.
There's nothing more you could want.
And I can see she's topped it with some walnuts that she's crushed. And the kashke seems to be yellow, so she may have put some turmeric or saffron with it. I'll find out later on when I taste it.
This is giving off such an aroma, driving me crazy. We need to eat now. You know that explosion I was talking about? It's happening. It's going off left, right, center.
I'm guessing that the crunch comes from the walnuts on top. It's really nice. It's smooth, it's silky, it's not overly oily.
Really like the garlic. I don't think I'll be coming closer than 2 meters to anybody after it. There's a lot of garlic.
I think the best thing about this is the attention to detail. Whoever plated this up really took time and care to plate it up like this. It looks beautiful.
Whoever's made this knows exactly what they're doing. I would say the aubergine is so well made and so full of flavor that it almost doesn't need so much going on at the top of it. I would maybe have a little less of that. So I would give the mom who's made this a very, very good 9 out of 10.
I would give this Kashke Bademjan a solid 6. I feel like it needs a bit more walnut for the crunch because it's very silky aubergine and it's delicious, but I do want the walnuts. This is not to say that it's not delicious because I would still polish off the whole lot. I think what makes my Kashke Bademjan slightly different to the others is that while I'm chopping up my aubergine, I add a couple of spices to it. Turmeric, which adds a beautiful golden hue to it, lots of salt, lots of pepper, a tiny bit of paprika, and walnuts. You need to have walnuts inside. I just love kashke. I just douse it. But it's the most phenomenal dish you will ever eat. I suggest you all try it out because if you haven't, you're missing out on life.
I like the presentation. I like the little bread cut into sizes. It's really nice.
This smells lovely, like how it should.
The size is perfect as well. I can tell they've used a good quality kashke.
It's not all over, which is nice because then you get the option of having it with or without. I'm just excited to try it.
The bread is nice and soft.
Different consistency to the other one I tried. Different.
It's a little bit on the salty side for me.
There is something going on here that I don't know what.
Kashke is quite overpowering.
I don't know if it's the kashke that I'm finding a bit of an unusual because you can get different kashke, or whether it's what she's put into the aubergine.
Other than that, the flavors are nice. I like the fried mint. The fried onions are perfect. It's nice and crispy.
Although I'm enjoying it, it's not how I typically would like my Kashke Bademjan.
I prefer to have a little bit more crunchy with the walnuts, but that's just like me.
This is great. I'm not so keen on the flavor of this kashk. I think overall, I would give this dish a 7 out of 10 because it doesn't lack flavor. It's absolutely very well made. I can't see or taste the walnuts as such.
Lovely presented, and you can tell she has gone so far doing every little details of this. I think I'm going to score it 9 out of 10. I mean, I have to get the recipe of this bread. It's amazing, amazing.
What I would say makes my Kashke Bademjan different is that a well balance of the mint, the garlic, and the aubergine not being a paste. That is what makes it good. I think like with any dish, it's the love that goes into it, but also it's all the top tips I got from all of my friends for the best Kashke Bademjan. I've made it for the first time, but I'm really happy with the way it's turned out.
It looks really nice. Smells lovely as well.
The fried onions, the fried garlic here, you can see the walnuts. I love the walnuts in Kashke Bademjan. Aubergine can get boring. No offense to aubergine, it's my favorite of all time. But when you add walnuts to it, it's different.
Ooh, maybe you should smoke the aubergine instead of frying it.
It's got every element that you would expect to be on there.
I love my Kashke Bademjan with sabzi. If they haven't had enough kashk within the dip, this is quite tiny bit of kashk on the top for me.
I just want to eat it.
It's nice and soft. Very nice.
I'll eat this for dinner any day.
It's not too oily at all. The crunchiness of the walnuts makes it perfect.
I would say the texture of the aubergine is probably the best thing about it. It's really delicious.
The fried onion and the garlic are done perfectly.
Personally, I would improve it by adding more kashk.
I would prefer to have a little bit more.
It adds a different creaminess.
If I was emoji, I would have water coming down my lips. It's mouth-watering.
To sum this up, I would say it's a good all-rounder.
I would score this Kashke Bademjan a 9 out of 10.
I would score this dish 6 out of 10.
Yay!
I think I've won because I decorated it nicely and I've spiced it beautifully and it's very balanced.
I was happy with what I made. It was my first time making it, and well done to the other two mums. Great dishes.
So I tasted far better Kashke Bademjan than my own. Yeah.
Amazing! And that's
Cool.
a wrap!